You can also make a custom bet here, which I didn't show, and also this is a moment where we're seeing a little tournament in the background, which is new as well. So this is the new in-game poker design, which is super exciting. This is also the poker heads-up display. This was the poker heads-up display back in April. Again, not clear what currency you're using. You just see a 1900. The cards aren't so high resolution. It's just not the best design. SB, short for small blind, but you may not know that. We updated to this. So now we tell you, yes, you're the big blind. The information hierarchy is better. It tells you the big text, oh, you just called for this amount. Here's the total stack you're holding and whatever currency you're playing with. And then the cards are higher resolution. So updates there. This was roulette back in April. Also, Decentraland had a nice graphics update, but the glow here was pretty rough. The actual interaction design was a little messy. So you would click a chip and then you'd basically just like have to remember what you were holding, or we had a tiny little UI that would show you the amount that you were technically holding that you would place down. Really a rough experience. And again, same problem per usual. You don't really know. You hit 25. You have to look at the bottom right to make sure you have die selected, and you can accidentally bet the wrong currency. It was pretty messy. This is it today. Much clearer, much cleaner. Tells you what you're betting, tells you what to do. Click a chip and then place a bet. So you know the currency, you know what to do. And then once you click the chip, it's also not included here, but you can see the stack that you're holding will tell you exactly how much you're going to be putting down on each of the squares. So that's new roulette. Blackjack through an overhaul that crazy, but it did get a nice visual update. So just to match the other games, pretty clear, plays really smooth. We now have a new Atari Casino, which I'm sure you visited. This was not here a couple of months ago. We also have a new Dex Lounge, which is purely a poker lounge up at the top floor, and it's really awesome. We throw some really cool tournaments, but this was also not here. This is also new. We have a new My Account dropdown, which gives you just a quick high-level overview of your casino balance, how to deposit and withdraw in your account, and you can buy DG from here as well. We have a new referral system and a referrals page, and so you can actually, this is on the website now, this is in your account, but you can receive a percentage of your friends' wagers when you send your referral. But this is a completely new design. This is the thing I mentioned earlier, which is the Get Started with DG page, where so if you hit Get Started, we'll tell you exactly from connecting your wallet to getting you in the metaverse. And this is the simple version, but we're going to have a much more detailed one with all the steps when you hit at the bottom here, the CTA that says get more detailed steps. So this is brand new as well. And this is coming. This is not in yet, but you will see this. This is a new DAO dashboard, which is going to be in the DAO section of the website, also a new section of the website. So this is coming, but still underway, still in progress. And of course, we have these tournaments, which I mentioned, which are also new and exciting. So those are the product updates, a little before and after. Hopefully gets you a little excited. We got a lot of stuff coming too, but really cool to take a step back and look at where we were just a few months ago and where we are today. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Berg. Yeah, it's pretty clear. Once we look at the before and after from several months ago to today, it's been pretty crazy, the amount of progress that we've been able to make. And really excited to continue that momentum and, keep delivering these massive updates from a product perspective, because, user experience is really something that we take to heart and, are constantly trying to optimize in all of our products and metaverse and web. Anyways, I'd like to invite Giselle Shining Monster up to the stage. If you guys aren't familiar, she's the one that's been spearheading QA. She put together a small presentation to share with you all. Let's see, Giselle, might have to unmute yourself. Let's see, 1 second, not try.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Hi, can you hear me? Great.
Yes, perfect.
Excellent. Hi, everyone. I'm gonna try to share the screen. Oh, there we go. Let me know if you can see it.
Perfect. Yep, we're live.
Excellent. All right. Well, so this is the monthly testing report that we're gonna be showing you every month. First, we're gonna talk about a very important part that we've been discussing in previous streams, which is the beta testers program. What are the plans? And we're gonna start by explaining what are the definitions that we took. So right now we're gonna start it with a small group of beta testers. Of course, we will show them which are the best practices and tools to catch any issues that they may found when they play test our games. And of course, their results and feedback will super help us to refine the experience that we want. We will be informing the community about the feedback that we get and how we're gonna implement the adjustments in a timely manner. This first and select few group will allow us to determine and shape the future of the program. We do have a roadmap, and we want to start with that initial phase of the beta testers group. It's going to be small. And then with them, we're going to define the rewards and some cool bonuses. And then after that, we're going to do some initial sessions with the participants and gather feedback and refine the reporting strategy, the results, and because it's going to start small, but we're going to evaluate opening it. And then the last part, of course, is to plan the future phases of the program. And if you're asking if there's something that you should do, don't worry about it. Soon we'll be contacting the members of our community that will be part of this initial phase so we can start our sessions. However, of course, since we're in this community call, we would like to hear what you think, what all the community thinks about some things that we implemented and we've been using for a while, which is the bug report form that, of course, you probably have used it in the past if you had any issues with it. And we'd like to hear your thoughts. It's a Google form that we use right now for you to report any issues that you may have. You have a field for email, for the username in Decentraland, for the Discord username, for you to input your address. There's a selector for the specific type of issue that also has an other field. You have a text field that will help you write down what happened. You have a place to attach a screenshot and the time that it happened, and also, if applicable, how much you are owed, and the link to Block Explorer. You also have the option to have a copy of your responses sent, and it hasn't been updated in a bit, but we'd like to hear your thoughts about this. Before we proceed to that part, I would like to show you, well, what is the Block Explorer transaction? Maybe this brings a question. It's basically a place that's called a Polygon POS chain explorer, which is on polygonscan.com, where you can put your wallet address and then you can see on your ERC token transactions what has been going on with your wallet. So it's just a heads up. I'm pretty sure that most of you are very familiar with this, but for anyone who might want to create a report and you don't know how to use it, just a heads up on where you can find it. So yeah, about this. If you have ever used it, my question was if you had any trouble finding the way into the form for bug reporting, and if you ever got lost and like, should I write everything or should I not? And if you think it has sufficient fields or a text length for you to write the report, we really encourage you to let us know your feedback. And if you can, please write it down on QA monthly updates, or you can also share it here with us if you'd like to speak up. We are also in the support channel if you have any questions, or if you can, if you'd like to speak about any issues that you had. So these are the updates. Anyone would like to send us any direct feedback about the bug report form?
Awesome. Thank you, Giselle. yeah, I guess if anyone has some feedback, you can just toss it in the general chat, or let's see. Yeah, go ahead and toss in the general chat or the roundtable voice channel text chat. But
Great. Perfect.
yeah, then we can dive into it. And during like the Q&A section at the end of this roundtable, we can potentially discuss that a bit further. But thank you for the overview, Giselle, over the bug report forum and just our QA initiatives. We're trying to obviously optimize the products as much as we can in terms of performance, and obviously fix any bugs that are happening. So it's super important for us to have a solid QA initiative. Anyways, next up, I'd like to have Murph come up and just kind of give a general overview of all the events that we have going. I know we had some amazing ones over the last couple weeks, including Autograph, Land Vault, Boys Noise, and we have a bunch coming up over the next few weeks as well. So Murph, go ahead.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody that came out for the Land Vault event on Saturday. It was record breaking for us. We had highest attendance, really smooth. We have some, actually I'd like to point out we have a in the works, no set date yet, but an onboarding event. So if you have friends that are new to the metaverse, we're going to be doing it with a couple of musicians. If you're interested, you're welcome to join us. We're going to have a call. We're going to onboard people into Decentraland, Central Games, and go through that whole process and make it fun and an event. So keep an eye out for that. We have our routine events for next week. A couple shows should be coming up in the next 2 weeks too. Some live events, so keep an eye out for those. And in general, because I'm often updating the events, but in general, I just wanted to just talk to some of our capabilities. We'll be expanding. We'll be doing some more types of streams and things like that too. So with the games updates and all of the website updates and things we're working on, we are also pushing the capabilities for the front end on our events and be able to host multiple events in tandem, things like that. So lots of exciting stuff coming, and I'll keep you guys up to date. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Murph. On that note, I can have Gabe come up for a second and present to everyone kind of what we've been working on in terms of like a dashboard for events to expand our capabilities and ease of hosting these events, just because we found that a lot of our partners and people that are reaching out to DG are very interested in hosting these events within our casinos and our other venues. And there aren't really many options, outside of Decentraland to host these types of metaverse focused events. And we kind of offer a pretty compelling offering, with the casino nights, poker competitions, with prizes, as well as music performances, art drops, etc. So as we kind of build out this repertoire of metaverse offerings and entertainment, I think Gabe can share kind of the initiatives that we've been taking with kind of creating a dashboard where it's easy for our partners to put on events in our casinos. Go ahead, Gabe.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
Great. Yeah, so basically what we have been designing is a dashboard which allows you to create endpoints for banners and variables. So that way, the user doesn't have to modify the code of the scene and can use a friendly interface to modify these attributes. Like, for example, activating or deactivating a competition mode, making advertise inside the game, and the experience is like using Facebook is very easy. You don't have to code anything, and this allows us to have partners which are not deep into crypto and they can start hosting events by themselves. Like it's happening with Amnesia, that once we have the product ready, we can give the software to them and they will be able to host the events by themselves without the need for our help. and that gives us the ability to scale and have a lot of events going at the same time without having to be ourselves making every modification they want to do on the scene. And regarding Amnesia, a quick update, we're working on the booking of the DJs. We're looking for Steve Aoki, Diplo, and Nicky Romero as headliners, but at the same time, we'll have a lot of our DJs playing which work for Amnesia. The idea would be to have an opening party that it would be a 24-hour festival of live streaming performance. And at the same time, we're working on the experience itself. We have been working a lot on the graphic interface, adding some features like, for example, emojis, so that you're able to like click on an emoji and display it over your head to express emotions, or adding on the graphic interface the ability to trigger emotes, the ones like, for example, dancing, or the ones you use at the casino when you win. That way you can have your avatar out to dancing or uh, making what each emotion you want. And we're also working on a way to tip the DJ who is actually playing, which lead us to work on an idea of a DJ competition, which is based on how much tips they are able to get. We have also partnered with Theta, one of the biggest crypto projects for decentralized streaming providing, which will make a cross promotion with us for the opening event, and we will be also using their platform to host the live stream. It's a really cool project, and I think it can add a lot to us. For the opening event, we had also partnership with Dance Tripping TV, Dance TV, and Clubbing TV for cross promotion, and altogether they account for more than 4 million followers. And recently we have deployed one of the first wearable dispensers using Polygon, so you don't have to pay huge gas fees anymore, which was something essential for us for being able to sell Amnesia and DC wearables. And one of the last things I was working on was on a way to associate your wallet to different social platforms or out tokens. That way, for example, you could associate your wallet to your Twitch account. And for example, if someone is making a live stream of a Twitch video inside DCL, you could send a message to that DJ over Twitch. I'm still working out of that, but I think it would be a cool feature to be able to make kind of like a cross-platform communication. And well, basically, I think that covers most of Amnesia.
Awesome. Thank you, Gabe. I'm really looking forward to the Amnesia launch, and it's amazing all these different tools that we've been able to develop in preparation for that. I think they're going to work their way into all of our scenes and our NPM package in general. So make it extremely easy for all of us, for all of our partners to be able to host events without kind of us using the SDK to deploy the scene again and again. So it's a huge improvement, and I think it's going to enable us to scale to many events many times per day. So really looking forward to that. On that note, as you guys have seen on our Twitter, we've been kind of announcing and retweeting a few different partnered casinos, of which one of them is the Aquarium by Vegas City. I think it just opened today. It's a pretty cool build. It has a bunch of animated fish swimming around, and the initial build just has our DG roulette and DG blackjack games. And I think they do plan on adding some poker tables in there eventually. It's really up to Vegas City on that one. But similar type of deal to Atari, just for kind of a revenue share for the DAO. And then obviously the partner is in charge of promoting it and hosting events. So we feel that this is a really scalable model, and it aligns the partner directly with promoting the crypto gameplay in that scenario. And on our end, it's as simple as just maintaining our master repo, which has all of the latest code of our games. And basically all the partner needs to do, that's approved by us, is kind of pull the latest version of the NPM package deploy it to their scene, and then deploy it to Decentraland. And they obviously can automate that process as well, so it's easy. So that was that, and then we have one other one launching tomorrow. I'm not sure if everyone has heard of them, but they're kind of blowing up the Bored Ape Yacht Club community, NFT community. They're huge now, and exponentially growing each day. Apes are going for hundreds of ETH. It's pretty crazy, and so we felt that it would actually be a perfect collab to build a casino for them. This one is just going to be free play initially. We're going to do all types of like free play casino night events there, and some poker competitions. And I'd like to kind of invite Ryan up just to kind of give a bit of an overview of that, because he's kind of been managing that side of things. Ryan?
Yeah, hey, that's a lot of great updates on the partnership front, both the Aquarium and stoked about Amnesia Theta on the Bored Ape Yacht Club. This first event, really, first and foremost, a lot of work went into it from the Decentraland side of things, building out this riverboat for them, and we'll be deploying the scene near Dex Tools. Should be able to stop by later today and check it out ahead of the event with some tables in there. It'll be a venue where we can host the free play competitions, things like that. But as Gabe and Boss were mentioning, we really want to facilitate partners being able to host events in these venues on their own in the future as well. So I think that the Apes are very invested in Decentraland being a part of their Discord. This huge community that's blowing up is just really stoked to have a way to get together, globally distributed community, and just excited to see what we're able to put together with the Apes, which Boss said are really blowing up right now.
Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, it's actually quite a perfect collab. I feel like it's a bunch of folks that are crypto native, hold these pretty pricey NFTs now. So I think they're perfect to want to play some games with crypto and DG. So really looking forward to rolling that casino out and doing all types of collabs with them, just because I feel like it's a perfect match. And so yeah, that event's tomorrow. Definitely cruise by, check it out. The build is actually looking awesome. It's like on like a ship and has like a wooden vibe. And then I don't want to give away too much. It's looking awesome. So you definitely should cruise by tomorrow and check it out. And then finally, let's see, I would like to invite South up to kind of give an update on some wearables. I know we've been working on a few of them and released them recently, like the headphones and a few others. But South, do you have any updates on any new wearables that are coming out anytime soon?
Right now, I think the best one to give like a sneak peek on is going to be the High Rollers crown. So after you reach a certain point, and this is also going to be tied into the player's card, you will be automatically sent this High Rollers crown. And obviously, this is going to have a female rep and a male rep. So we're currently in the process of kind of tailoring that crown to be very DG oriented, and there's a big logo on it, and make sure everyone knows that you are said high roller. Other than that, I think I just had the DG suit reminted, so I'll potentially be putting that one up for sale in the casino once we get the vending machine that Gabe mentioned up and running. So right now we have the hat, the headphones, and then there's going to be five more lower end wearables with the 3% mining bonus. So those will also be coming out pretty quickly. I would say more towards the 11th, 12th. And that's going to be the wearables update.
Awesome. Thank you, Sauce. And then finally, to wrap it up, in terms of the updates, I'd like to have Spicy or Chris, or both of you guys, if you'd like, kind of give an update on the poker events that we have planned. Let's see if I think I have to unmute you guys 1 second. Yeah, you're both good. You should be good now.
All right, yeah. I mean, with poker's been advancing really fast. It was really just a couple months ago that we started at the saloon, and now we have that specific poker venue, like you mentioned, at Dex T. And lately we've been playing at Tomanoya. We're definitely excited to get back to Dex T soon. We're constantly working really on growing our cap of players. You know, it's at the point now where we keep raising the cap and we basically just keep filling every tournament. So it's a matter too of the times of the tournament. You know, we're adding more hosts onto the poker games themselves so that we can have more of them going at different times around the day. So it works for, you know, everybody that likes to play poker at DG, no matter where you are. So really, that's I guess the main thing that we're working on right now is you know, getting more tournaments around the clock, getting more hosts there. Having more games, and also, of course, preparing for cash game poker fairly soon as well too. So all of that is pretty exciting and has been growing rapidly. Our poker player base is great. The community is great. A lot of people have made friends with each other by playing with them for so long over the past couple months. So really, that's been going excellent, and it's a really fun time. If you haven't checked out a World Series of DG event, definitely try to peek into one of those.
Awesome. Yeah, it has been an amazing process, and the progression has been just incredible. So thank you for everybody that participates. We're definitely pushing the numbers and pushing the limits each time. And also, other communities are reaching out to us wanting to host the poker tournaments as well, like the Land Vault. We had like 250 plus users come in and take part in that. Filled up 48 people, and honestly, I think we could have did more. We could have probably pushed it a little bit more, but you know, we'll just keep on progressing. Yeah, and like you said, crypto poker is coming out. Where now that we have Giselle and a huge QA team, we're all working together to get that out. Crypto poker testing multiple times a week. So thank you for everybody that is being a part of that. And we have a MetaKey. If y'all are not familiar with them, they are interested in having a little poker tournament as well. I get hit up pretty constantly, maybe a couple times a week from just various sources, just wondering when crypto poker's coming out. So if you're not involved in the current events that we are running for free, go ahead and get involved in that. And yeah, it's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, and actually,
Awesome.
speaking of MetaKey, they are going to be on a meetup in 2 weeks. So not this Monday, a week from Monday. So thank you for the reminder, Chris.
Yep, August 16th.
Awesome. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, poker crypto integration. It's obviously it's taken a bit longer than we anticipated, but we just want to make sure it's airtight before publicly releasing it. I mean, we have everything pretty much ready to go, implemented. We're just working on a few edge cases where it's a bit higher stakes, just because if there's something that goes wrong in crypto poker, then you know a payout would be distributed to a player, and so maybe that player wouldn't be too kind in returning your funds. Compared to DG. So we really just want to make sure it's like really smooth and not having any issues with payouts and really distributing funds correctly before releasing it. But it's coming along very well. That's obviously been the main focus development-wise from the team still. Another thing that we've been testing pretty heavily with the QA team has been the new free play chip economics. I know we had unlimited originally. We went down to 3 per day, and now we're actually changed it slightly. It's not live yet, but basically we're just going to incentivize players to be in the casino and hang out. So you actually won't be able to top up directly anymore. You just start with 1,000 free play chips, and then you actually will just get 5 every 30 seconds for being idle around the casino, just to see how many users we can have. The players we can have, within the scene to make it a bit more lively. So testing that model out, should be merging that relatively soon. And then finally, we've been kind of, thinking and been inspired by a lot of the talk and innovation that's going on recently around play to earn. And so the team has really been looking into ways to integrating that into our gameplay, specifically poker, specifically in free play. We think that it's extraordinary the growth that Axie Infinity has been able to experience over the last several months. Even though this project is over 3 years old, I think we can definitely take a lot of pointers from them with their play to earn model. So I'm working personally on a proposal for the DAO, and I feel like it really could really boost our daily active user numbers, especially since we're at a point right now where we're kind of almost done with all the games that we set out to build when we raised a round back in October of last year, and launched to the public on the main net on December 1st of 2020. So you've actually come a long way, and our games have, as you've seen earlier in the call on the before and after, they've made a lot of progress. So I think this. We're at a turning point soon, I believe, where we kind of have to figure out as a community, like, if we want to go down this play to earn path. And I think, it could be extremely lucrative for DG. So really excited to share those thoughts with you guys soon. Been really working hard on putting together a well thought out and thorough proposal for that. So really excited to share that with you. In terms of general housekeeping, like, we have two government DG Gov proposals that were passed. Like, one of them is the Uniswap V2 rewards is 175 DG per week. And then one of them was the Polygon node rewards will now be used to pay the gas for the transaction, since we pay gas on behalf of all the users. Those both were passed. In terms of other focus other than crypto poker and the free play token and new competition mode, so the new competition mode, basically the way it'll work is you'll have to opt into competitions. And when you opt into competitions on the UI, there'll be a modal. And then to do so, you'll load up a balance to your competition balance and then play with that specific balance for free play. So slightly different. It allows you to play if you want to, not play if you don't want to. That should be merged, as I said, like a few days from now. It looks pretty sleek. And then finally, we have various updates to the website that are in progress. We're looking to add Chinese, Spanish, Korean, and Russian as a drop-down option to translate the website to cater to different communities for DG. And then, of course, I think we'll be able to add the poker hand history in the gameplay history portion of the website by the end of this week. So that's been asked for quite a bit from the community, and really looking forward to adding that as a feature on the gameplay history. That's pretty much it on my end. If there's anything that you guys wanted to cover, I think we have about 16 minutes left. So if you want to throw anything into the chat, I'm happy to answer any other questions, but that pretty much covers it. And I think this new format is something that we'll probably continue, just so that we can have our different departments of DG kind of present what they've been working on. And so you guys get to know more of the team that's doing the amazing work that that we see in the product and everything. So okay, going through the comments. DG avatar project would be funny. Yeah, I'm seeing in terms of like collaborating with NFT projects. I spoke with the Decentraland team recently. I think it was on Monday. They updated me on some of the new features that they're going to be rolling out with regards to NFTs and wearables. And there's going to be a lot of more features for us to cater to, like NFTs in wallets. And so if someone has like a specific NFT, we can add and make them a specific feature that is only exclusive. It's exclusive just to them. So I think there's going to be a lot of areas to collaborate, especially with these NFT communities. And I think it's a huge and just very lucrative avenue to just make venues for them, just because I think it'll bring in a lot of the type of players that we want in our community. So I think it's a great initiative, and we look forward to rolling out several more. But I think, you know, Bored Ape Yacht Club is pretty much one of the best communities that we could actually collaborate. So really happy about that
They're
one.
the best. They're the best avatar community, to be clear.
Yeah, that's awesome. What is the floor now? It's pretty ridiculous. It's crazy how much it's gone up, like 20 ETH or something. Any airdrops? Anyone have any other questions or items that you want to discuss in the last 13 minutes of this? If not, we can wrap it up early, but I just wanted to ask again. Oh, Chris, Chris K, you want to say anything with regards to any of the marketing dashboards that you, let's see if I can unmute you, been working on?
Yeah, can everybody hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, so mainly I just wanted to ask for a little bit of help from a dev. It's just I found somebody that I'm working with to build the Twitter bot, and they're actually going to do it for free because they actually have like a real cool service. I don't know if you guys know like IFTT, but basically you can like create your own recipes to get data from the blockchain. That, like, for example, if you want, like, you can literally just with a few clicks set it up so you can get text messages when your Aave collateral falls below a certain amount. So they have like DeFi recipes, and yeah, they said they do the bot for free, but he just had like some quick questions, and they're kind of technical. So if any dev could just like, I'll put you in like a group chat, like us three, and probably won't take more than like 5 to 10 minutes to answer it. But yeah, that's the update, and hopefully we can get the Twitter bot out by next meeting. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Chris. That would be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, guys. Well, I think that pretty much covers it. If anyone wants like access to any of the details with the product deck, I think it's pretty awesome just to kind of look at that just for before and after, because the progress is like night and day. And if you want to reach out to speak with Giselle, that she's Shining Monster in the Discord, definitely reach out to her if you want to get more involved with the beta testing initiatives. And I think that pretty much covers it on our end. If there's anything we missed, feel free to post in the text chat. We have a few other buildings that we've been working on. I'm sure you can kind of see them around our DG land, kind of near Dex Tools as well. So we'll definitely be throwing down some Easter eggs around there. Looking forward to it. But really appreciate you guys joining, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.